start their own business.
Reverse engineer your truth. It's all self-awareness and then putting yourself in a position to succeed.
I mix patience with ambition and hope that I get gratitude. Other times I hope that I get Spanish chicks with attitude.
No, it's not easy telling your truth.
Yo, what's good, vlog? What's good, everybody? We're back. I can honestly say that I did take a detour off the path, off the vision, I could say. But so that's why you haven't seen too many of my vlogs. I haven't necessarily been aligned fully with the vision, but at the same time, I think this detour could actually, at the same time, it was a detour. I did, fall off the path, but at the same time, I can learn from this detour. I can make sure that I don't make this detour again. You won't catch me making that same detour again. So like, when you're committing to something, when you're trying to achieve something, you might find obstacles. You might find yourself falling off the path, but it doesn't mean that that's the end of the story, It just means that, okay, you took that detour, you fell off the path. Now, are you going to learn from it and not repeat it? Are you going to learn from it and, get back on the path? Or are you going to let that mistake, are you going to let that detour consume you? And are you going to allow that mistake to simply, defeat you? Are you going to give up after that detour? And it really, really does. Another thing that I was going to say about that detour that I took was that I think not maybe. Let me put it like this. It reminds me of this. Let me tell you a quote from Seth Godin before I tell you what I'm going to tell you, because it's going to establish the context of what I'm trying to explain here. Seth Godin said, make a lifestyle or build a lifestyle that you won't have to escape from. Live a lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from. Basically, is what he said, and what his quote meant. So I think that me taking a detour was saying something, how do I put this? Was like a signal or a symptom. Me taking this detour was a symptom of me not living the lifestyle completely aligned with the vision. Me not living the lifestyle that I was trying to build, the cadence and structure of my days that I was trying to build and achieve. I wasn't getting the right cadence. I wasn't building that balanced lifestyle. And so due to me doing things that weren't necessarily 100% aligned with the vision, I mostly, the period that I was committed, I'm still committed. I'm still committed. But there's different levels to a commitment. And now I'm ready to go back full force, 100% commitment on this. When I started at 100% as well. But what happened was, I was trying, I didn't establish that balanced lifestyle that would allow me not to want to take a vacation from it, I didn't do what Seth Godin said, which is build a lifestyle that you don't have to escape from. So I wasn't being patient enough, for one. I wasn't putting my meditation before the YouTube and the music. I wasn't putting my spirituality and my happiness before me giving, and you can't give something you don't have. So I think this detour really is just part of the process as well. And it's your choice whether you look at a mistake or a pitfall as a part of the process, which you can learn from and, you know, get back and get back on the path, you know, recover from, or if you're gonna let that pitfall define you, consume you, and you're gonna give up from that mistake, you know? So in that sense, this detour that I took, it is part of the process. You won't catch me making that detour again. And now I am aware that if I don't put these things before, you know, that if I don't prioritize, that if I'm not patient enough, and I try to take shortcuts by, you know, putting the YouTube and the music before my spirituality, my inner growth or my self-realization, if I'm putting, you know, my hustle before my self-realization, then I'm gonna burn out. That's what I learned from this detour. So, and in the back of my mind, I knew it since the day I started this. Self-realization has to come first, but one thing is to know it, another thing is to live it. And I think when you live it is when you really, really, really reach a higher level of knowing through experience. So, having that said, I can honestly say that I'm now back on the path, 100% full force, committed to this, you know, vision that I have. And so, a lot of changes are still going to be happening over the channel. I'm not going to do daily vlogs, but I am going to keep my cup full. As I said, whenever I took the detour, I wasn't keeping my cup full. And before that even, a couple weeks, maybe a week or two prior to that, I wasn't living up to that. I wasn't living up to that spiritual philosophy or that spiritual realization or that, you know, spiritual path. I wasn't committing to it, and I burnt out. And now I learned from that, and I'm ready to, you know, go back full force on the vision, but this time with patience and priority. Because if you don't have patience, you're gonna look for shortcuts. And shortcuts really are just, there's no shortcuts in life to anything. Shortcuts are really just a detour. It's just another detour. It's like whenever you do something, it reminds me of the saying, el vago pasa doble trabajo. It's a saying in Spanish, but basically what it means, if you do something lazy, like if you're lazy, if you do something lazily, is that even a word, lazily? If you're lazy and you do something in a lazy way, you're not going to do it right, and you're going to have to come back and do it again. And so you do double the work. So basically that's how it is with shortcuts. Shortcuts don't really exist. They're just another detour. You're trying to do it the lazy way, and you're going to have to do it the right way. You're going to have to come back and do it the right way anyways. So you might as well start off right and prioritize by what you need to do. Self-realization right now comes first for me. Music theory comes second, and learning Ableton Live comes third. Well, self-realization comes first. Music, which is music theory, and Ableton Live, that comes second. Third comes the YouTube. So my music has to come first, because I know my recognition, my talent, and what I got to give is mostly gonna be, obviously through these videos I have a lot to give, I have a lot to say, but through the music it has a lot more potential to be viral. It has a lot more potential to reach more people. more people. So I'm putting more focus on the music. This YouTube is really, as I said in the first, month that I started the vlog, this YouTube is mostly gonna be, I'm not gonna limit to it. I'm not gonna limit my YouTube to this, but it's mostly gonna be me documenting my process and me manifesting my vision, so that whenever I am big, whenever I am, a big name in music, whenever I am recognized as a factor, as an important factor in the music industry, as an artist and producer in Spanish and English, whenever I'm, have a big name and I've done all that, I've accomplished my vision or part of my vision, because my vision won't end really until I die, shit, and depends what happens after that. I don't know, who knows what the fuck will happen after I die, man. If I'm self-realized, then shit, it's probably gonna be a different outcome than if I wasn't self-realized. But that's all, speculation here. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Much love. I just wanted to give y'all an update. Oh yeah, did I even finish what I was saying about, so whenever I'm a big name, this YouTube is mainly gonna be me documenting the process of me manifesting the vision. So whenever I'm a big name in the music industry, people can come back and see, what I did to get there. People can come back to my vlogs and, get inspired by whatever methods I used to, get healthier, get more energy, strategize, everything. How I manifested my vision. That's what I want to show here, and that's what I want to document through this YouTube. And also, obviously, I want to share the documentaries that I'm watching, or that I've watched before. So that's what I'm doing with this top documentary series. And the revolutionary inspiration is just, inspiration on Mondays for y'all. First day of the week, or not, first day of the week is Sunday, but Mondays usually the first day everybody starts working and shit, and it's usually not the most motivating day. Friday is usually the lit day according to society, because everybody gets off work and whatever, weekends get there. But honestly, I want to live my life to the point, I want to establish my lifestyle to the point where every day is like a fucking Saturday. But it doesn't mean that I'm turning up every day. No. I mean like, because I'm still devoted to my work and my music and whatnot. I mean to me, it doesn't really fucking make a difference what day it is. It's all the same. It's the same life, a different name for the day. But every day is the same to me. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that now. I gave y'all an update, which is really what I wanted to do. Trust me, I'm not going anywhere. But I am going to take the time that I need to take in order to do the things that I need to do. And that may mean that you won't see me uploading as much. It may mean that my social media might not be getting updated as much, which I need to work on actually. I haven't been posting enough. So, just know that I'm going to prioritize, and I'm going to take my time to do things right and to give my all to my vision, to the world, and to myself. Because really, the more you give, the more you're going to get, the more you're going to receive. But you can't expect. Don't expect. Don't expect to receive, because you never know when the karma is going to be, when your karma, when your fruitful karma, you never know when that's going to come. Karma does give fruits. but you never know when it's gonna come. So you shouldn't have expectations either, and that's really part of my spiritual path, to not have any expectations. And really, the spiritual path, as I've said many times, is just me manifesting my real human potential. My real potential as a human being, which Buddha talked about, Krishna talked about, Sadhguru is talking about it now. There's a lot of people, spiritual leaders right now, speaking about this. It's really just about our potential as human beings. So, I'm going to leave it at that now. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I have a lot coming. Might take more time than I expected, because there's a lot of fucking learning in music. A lot of shit to learn. And, so yeah, I'm taking my time to do this right. I'm taking my time to make sure that I'm in the best position to give my all to the world. And that means that I got to put my self-realization first. Much love, everybody. Peace out.
Intuition, that's the rhythm that I'm grooving with. Tell me what's your energy. Show me what you're moving with. I ain't new to this. Don't be stupid.
The only real revolution happens right inside of you. I said what good is taking over when we know what you gonna do. The only real revolution happens right inside of you.